How about now? There we go. Much better. How's that, my lad? Yeah, sure can. There we go. Back to it. So all of that spiel was completely wasted, but lessons learned. So starting again now. We'll cut that bit out, or at least I'll try and remember to anyway. Starting again. Focus today is not going to be to, not to try and get as far as possible, not to try and remember the last word that caught me out like we have done in the past. It's basically going to be to go in and try and fail, not as frequently as possible, because ideally I'm not going to fail at all, although it's never going to happen, but to be a bit more blasé and a bit more curious about the words that we're learning and what we're doing. So I'm going to jump in, and rather than trying to avoid things, I'm going to see if there's anything that takes my fancy, probably a lot of the scans and data logs, and see if we can read into a few of them. Looking through then, let's see what's going to come up, because I think we read the acid mushroom entry, and I think that's probably the only one we did. But there's probably a decent amount we can check into actually, and I'm hoping a lot of that language will be pretty transferable for the most part. Let's do the easy bits. What I'll have to do as well, because we have a Japanese speaker in the chat, is see if we can test him as well. So he's probably on the spot. No, it won't be mean. I'll be good. But if you see anything you want to read, by all means shout out and we'll do it. So most important thing we're going to be doing this time round is getting the scanner. So we'll get that. So スキャナー、生物や技術設計図のデータを獲得できる文庫スキャナー。はい、let's go get it. Where am I today? A bit further away by the looks of it, actually. Let's go. It's good to be home, and we've got a box right here as well with a sea glide. I will take that. Let's make a battery quick.
Is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely.
Thank you very much, Karen. Right, so 食料、調理趣味食料、フローラルな風味だが非常に小さい。We have food, we are all good. Repulsed, absolutely repulsed. 電子部品、バッテリー、携帯用の電源。はい、ご授業ツール、スキャナー。Right, how quick can I fail? Should we try and fail on purpose? 主にチタニウムで構成されている。I will actually have a look, because this one we have had it a couple of times. So 合成食品に慣れた人間は動物の死骸を食べることに否定を示すことは一般的です。しかし人類は何千年もの間、このようにして生きてきたことを思い出してください。あなたにもできます。You can do it too. Lovely. Let's get scanning. We'll go out the lower exit this time. Right. Pick your poison. I'll do the sea glide first, actually, just to make me feel slightly more accomplished. Weird. Let's see how many data logs we can do. I don't think... Oh no, you can scan this. So, 金属傷。散らばった残骸。実質データ。So, I think that's just given us 2 PDA logs, which is better than 1, I suppose. データバンク、実質データ。散らばった。散らばった。ああ。はい。is that 散らばった？散らす。散らばった残骸。Fairly sure. we'll check in a second. 分析の結果、これらの破片はすべてオローラ号由来と確認された。外装は、酸化しており、1200セルシアス以上で加熱されたと予測される。酸化パターンは、大気 new word. So we failed already, that's fine. に船体が受けた損傷と一致している。アルテラ所有船の、無傷の無傷部の回収は法的、道徳的及び技術的レベルで禁止されているが、チタニウムが豊富に含まれているため、アルテラ製ファブリケータで分解し利用することは可能である。Mostly good, mostly good. So what we've got potentially one word. I probably want to check the meaning on these. So acidified, sanka, and gaisor. Gaisor, outer shell, outer layer. Gaisor は酸化しており、1200セルシアス以上で加熱 heated、酸化パターンは大気 this one I can't even read. Nuji is going to be that, so that's 入る、入る is kanji, or 入れる is kanji. That's totsu, if I remember right. And then this one, I think is maku. Maku totsu. Not going to be that reading, but something about permeating, I would guess, but I could be wrong. And then everything else, mushobu, I'll double check the reading on that. Do tokuteki oyobi. We'll just have a quick run through. I've still got the list here that we're working through, so the list is growing ever longer. I will have to share this with people at some point. Actually, that's a point. We have acidity there, sansei. Is it the same one? It is, yeah. Is that san? So it would be sanka. But yeah, let's put in. We'll actually zoom that in a little bit more. There we go. First word that we're looking at. So I'm fairly sure that's English. There we go. Fairly sure, yeah. So chirasu, I know, which is like dispersing or scattering. Chirabata, I haven't personally heard before. Chirabaru, to be scattered. So it's kind of like transitive and intransitive, which I didn't even catch it, but yes, on the nose there. So chirabaru, to be scattered about. So chirabata sangai, for, I'll make sure you guys can see. I'm getting better at doing that. Chirabata zangai, so scattered remnants, fragments. It's not fragments. I always forget the English words, which is ironic. And we've read it so many times, and the words escape me, probably because it's 10 o'clock at night. Zangai, ruins, wreckage, wreck, broken remains, debris. I'll take that. So, if we go to Chirabata again, Chirabaru, I should say, we'll take that. We shall put it on the list for today. Chirabaru, to be scattered. Lovely. I won't put Zangai on because we know Zangai. I just had a moment of weakness. So, next one. So we have Chirabata Zangai, Bunseki no Kekka. According to the results of analysis, これらの破片はすべてオローラ号由来と確認された. So we can confirm that they are fragments born from the aurora. I'm conscious as well I'm going to starve, so as much as I have failed. Not cheating, I promise. Let's grab some fish. Whole fish, why not? I haven't read a whole fish in a while, so probably, excuse me, probably worth reading one of them for the first time in a long time. Get back here, you bastard. Ooh, there we got him. Never mind. Why does she always leave me? We'll read the fish as well, just to get a bit of old practice in. So the descriptions are always the same, except for, I suppose, the bladderfish. So, 小型の食用魚 for all of them, or 高カロリーの食用魚。固有の外膜は天然の水六角として使用できる可能性がある。はい。食料、ゼラチン状の肉質。はい。Gelatinous fish meat. Beautiful. 目玉はタンパク質が豊富、栄養価が高い。The eyeball is rich in protein, high in nutrients. And we've done Garyfish already. ファブリケーターは小型の生物を調理し、スポンジ状で Shut up, Karen. Loud lady. スポンジ状で軟骨質、低カロリーありがたいことにムッシュ。素晴らしい。完璧。And pop, 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 pop. Job done. Pop. The sounds help, I'm sure. 一世生命体には想定外の用途が考えられます。一世資源の活用は効果的な生存戦略です。ファブリケーターは小型の生物を調理し、骨格構造、体液及び内臓器官を廃棄し、人間が安全に消費できるようにします。素晴らしい。Right, so back to where we were. We have Gaisaw, fairly sure that's Gaisaw again, could be wrong. Gaisaw, outer layer, potentially. Why wouldn't you search? No, it's because we're dropping frames. We're going offline. I'll wait, it's fine. Don't know if it's just a PC thing. I can always search on my phone as well if that's working. Gaisaw, outer layers. I was right. Oops, we didn't find anything. That's because you've died on me. Gaisaw, outer layers. Kanpeki. We will also look up. Well, I say I'll do it here. Let's do it here for the people at home. Sanka, not that. Sanka. Again, might not search for you guys. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. No, it won't. I'm going to search it on my phone, so you'll just have to believe me. You don't have to if you don't want to. Oxidation or oxidization. Oxidization. Why does that sound incorrect? Oxidation sounds better. And Sanka. Oxidation. Perfect. Yes, it did. Return. For anyone watching live, the Wi-Fi's gone. It's not just me being ignorant. And I think we're back. Jolly good. There we go. You just love it when that happens. So where were we? So while you were away, we looked up Gaisaw, which is outer layers. I was correct in the end, and looked up Sanka for oxidation. Next word. So Gaisaw は酸化しており、1200セルシアス以上で加熱されたと予測される酸化パターンは大気多分大気 Hi, atmospheric, if I'm fairly sure. I don't know why that's just come to me all at once, but it has. Taiki, I'm not cheating, I promise. Taiki, atmosphere. So, what am I doing? Taiki, there we go. atmosphere. Taiki. Maku Totsu. So this is going to be the interesting bit. One, is it Maku? Because I don't know. Or perhaps Nuji. Potentially not. It might be that on this word here, that Toki is talking about the time frame of this action, which is potentially a 3 kanji word. So I'm going to put in Totsunyu, which I think has come up. And then if I put, that's not worked. Taikimaku, let's try Taiki. I'm sure you are, my love. What is that word in the middle? That's the question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Deceptive. 1, 2, 3. That one there. Taikiken. Perfect. So we have. I'm gonna chuck it on here. Not like that, I'm not. Taikiken. Can I find it? Haha, there it is. Taikiken. Ken. And then it is rather weirdly the atmosphere. Taikiken. There we go. And then yes, we had Totsunyu, which is breaking into. Totsunyu. Totsunyu. It's like plunging into, embarking, storming, breaking into, e.g. atmosphere. So, Taikiken Totsunyu. Taikiken Totsunyu. Hi. Back to the stream manager. I know I'm offline, but apparently I'm not. Lovely stuff. Perfect. So, have we got all of the words now? ある寺所有線の無勝負. I was going to check that one as well, wasn't I? Am I going to be able to check it here? Probably not. 無勝負. That is English, but bugger it. I will just hit enter anyway. Down goes the Wi-Fi again. I almost give up on Wi-Fi sometimes. Mushobu. You wouldn't think that we recently had our Wi-Fi upgraded as well. Mushobu. Musonbu. What is it? Mu. Fine. Kizu. Mukizu. And then Bu. Mukizubu. Which is fine. And we're doing something. Yeah, so I thought it would be Mushobu, but it turns out it might actually just be Mukizu. Unhurt, unharmed. So on this bit here, we have, so let's start from the top. 散らばった残骸分析の結果、これらの破片はすべてオルゴル号由来と確認された。外装は酸化しており、1200セルシアス以上で加熱されたと。We're back. We are indeed. Sorry about that. 予測される酸化パターンは大気圏。So 大気圏 atmosphere 突入 breaking into 時に全体が受けた損傷と一致している。So it's in accordance with the damage received to the hull on re-entry into the atmosphere. Fantastic. あるテラ所有船の無傷部の回収は法的、道徳的及び技術的レベルで禁止されているが、チタニウムが豊富に含まれているため、ある程度で、ある程度製ファブリケータで分解し利用することは可能である。So, with Altera fabricators, we can, what's the word in English? Break down, bunkai, break into parts, and ryosuru, reuse. There's a possibility to do so. So, titanium ga hofu ni fukumareteru tame, because they are abundant in containing titanium, we can break them down in a fabricator and we reuse them. Dotokuteki. Hoteki. Dotokuteki. 面白い言葉. But what is it? Dotokuteki, I've definitely heard before as well. Let's put it on the list. Dotokuteki. Again, that's English, but it does the job. Morally. Hoteki is legally. Dotokuteki oyobi gijutsu teki leberu de. So it's... So, to take parts from an Altera ship unharmed is legally, morally, and skillfully prohibited, but they're abundant in titanium. Good words, very good words. So yeah, we can read this entry now, which is nice. And we will come back to it a couple of times. Did I update everything on that list? Probably not, but well. Let's chuck the other words on there. Mukizu. Mukizu. Unharmed. Dotoku teki. Dotoku teki. Morally. And I think that was actually it. The rest of them were all good. So I'm going to put this. Is it going to fit? That's the question. Let's see. So on our last unknown word, beforehand it was aragao, which fit nicely into the box. This time the whole thing's moving. We don't want that. Am I going to be able to move that? That's the question. Possibly not. But I'll find a way. Oh, hello. There we go. Get over. It doesn't quite fit, but I'll be honest, I'm not too fast. And the run number as well, we want that to be 47. So let's call that failure. We'll close that down and we'll start again. Is everything else showing? Oh, I'm not satisfied with that hanging out the side of the box, but well. 22 minutes, not a terrible run at things, even if for most of it the Wi-Fi wasn't active, but hey ho. Let's go in again. So, we've got one scannable thing under our belt, which is good. Let's get a few more, I think. Nagaoshi de skip. Hai, so shimasu. Speed run. Shokaki. We'll take that for whatever reason. I have an idea. Potentially. So, if you've not seen some of the other episodes, every time you spawn, you end up in an ever so slightly different place. I like being as close to the back end of the Aurora as possible. Karen, I am speaking.
Zero human life signs detected.
Thank you. I like being as close to the back end of the Aurora as possible because I feel like it's the nicest area to start in. So if I'm ever not by the back end of the Aurora, I might do some scanning. He says, right next to a wreck. I will hold my tongue for a moment. We will see. We shall see. I'm also right by a geyser, whatever you want to call it, which potentially means there's a lot of silver around here, and we like silver. Look at this. Agan o kudaku, hai so shimashou, and we got gold. I'm going to drown. Kaimen made joushou shite kudasai. Please go to the surface, you're going to die. Yeah, ooh, come on. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just keeping you on your toes, people. Maybe I'll stay here. I do like the idea of scanning and challenging myself, but at the same time, I also like the idea of making progress, and it's been a while since I've had a sea glide. I will take some salt, however. Tasty, tasty salt. Get back here, you bastard. Right. Where is some Kinzoku Kizu? Kinzoku Kizu ga hitsuyou desu. Doko? Drowning again. Let's see. There's some. And some more. And if I'm extra lucky. Sea glide, okay, right. Any more for any more. Sea glide. No, that is a mobile vehicle bay. But we've been in worse places. This might actually be one of the best places we've been in. I don't care. Why do I not like being in this area? What's wrong with me? I can even make the rebreather really quickly, I think, if I'm smart about this, which is almost inevitably not going to happen. Kihon sozai, actually no. Junkatsu, tennen yurai no yussei junkatsu zai, sangyo yo, silicon gomu, hai. 2つをください. Ah, 4つ. Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't I?
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Get your mind out the gutter. Don't need that. Do kind of need that.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
So it does.
The fabricator
So
environmental propriety acquired using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
and she's done. 標準酸素ボンベを2今後圧縮され呼吸に適した空気垂直方向の足の動きを前方への推進力に変換する泳ぐ速度を約 15% 増加させる。いいね。We've got them on. We don't have any silicon, so we can't make the next tank, but we should be able to quickly get some. That's not a great place. Fly into the abyss. Right, so 1 sekie, 2 sekie, 3 sekie. Ooh, I'm burning to death. Namari, Gin, Kin, Subarashi. I'm burning to death again. I've been in this one. And last but not least, more Gin and more Namari. We'll read those in a second.
30 seconds.
警告あと30秒. I haven't really got any. Actually, no, I do have copper. I'm an idiot. I don't want to slice these. I just want to pick them up. If you slice acid mushrooms, you die. Not what we want. 職業。ヘリの周りが食べるのに適している。素晴らしい。基本素材、バッテリー。はい、and ガラス。
New blueprint acquired.
ガラスを3つ作れると思う。はい、純粋な溶融石英ガラス。And because of that, yes we can. We'll take that off. We will make that. I'm ruining the plan again. I always make plans and I never stick to them. Scanner, yes please.
The scanner can be used.
回収した技術情報から設計図を作成したり、never mind. The fiber mesh and silver. Can we make silver? We can. Just need some fiber mesh, and I've got the rebreather. This is a fantastic start. What a shame it's not going to last. But. Grab sphere の残骸一つ、ゴミ箱、新たな設計図が利用可能になりました。Grab sphere. We'll read that in a second as well.
New blueprint acquired.
Let's also, for the giggles, that didn't do anything. Well, that's disappointing. This one will. Gimme. There we go. Can I get some sulfur as well? Sulfur, please. This way? No. Sea glide? No. Where was the other one? Silence. It was over this way. Somewhere. It was in the grass. Why am I so bad at this? There it is. That's it. Yep. That is. Sea glide no zangai. You'd love to see it. I feel like that's not going to be the only one as well. What are you? You're a box. You lied to me. Beacon. He's going to drown again.
Oxygen.
Scan quickly. Beacon no zangai.
New blueprint acquired.
He's dying. Let's get some fish.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
It did get dark very quick then. Shokuryo. We've read that one today, we won't read it again. We've read that one today, just for the Lovely. So new things, we've got the beacon, so その場にたまり座標信号を発信して効果を支援する。名称を編集可能。Almost forgot that one. グラブスフィア、人工重力を持ち、軽い物体や小さな生物を引きつける。I've just realized, why do you need a battery for a grab sphere? That seems really pointless. 水中に固定可能な小型のストレージ、防水ロッカー。Can't do the sea glide just yet. Can I do any other tools? I want to get the repair tool, but I cannot. 漂白剤、そう。ジアン塩素。Was it 塩素? It was, yeah. ジアン塩素、酸ナトリウム、漂白剤、消毒に使用する。May as well make that. Fiber mesh, that's what I was doing.
An essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
And no, did I? God, I'm a moron sometimes. I didn't know. I need to pull my head from my ass. リブリーザー、深海水、浸水時の酸素を節約する。CO2 を調整し、呼吸可能な空気へ再利用する。素晴らしい。食料、水、消毒した水、滅菌処理済み。Perfect.
Preparing the day's water
So,
ration ahead of time
yeah, you know
will
what?
help ensure
Let's
against
just make...
dehydration and
Ah,
eventual death.
that's annoying. Let's go for it. We got this. 結晶化したシリカ、配線の必須素材、放射線を遮蔽する純粋な溶融石英ガラス、高い導電性を示す非常に貴重な社会的財産。We've read that. 標準的な多機能サバイバルツール。Read that. 紫色の菌類。酸性の体組織を持つ。This is one I haven't read in a while, actually. Not gonna read that. Calcium carboxide or 含むサンプル。炭酸カルシアムは漂白剤の基礎原料。And then these are all daijobu. Lovely stuff. We probably should get some sulfur though. And potentially a torch. I too like to live dangerously. Where is the Aurora? Easily missed that big ship. I'm going to be able to survive for ages now. One unlucky bunch you are. Okay, that's the worst possible place to be. You bastard. Hello? The question is, do I like my chances at success now? Possibly, possibly not. Who knows? There we go. Lovely. At least it's daytime now. Ooh, we've got a wreck. Please, all I need is a sea glide. This is all I ever want. Become a bit of a running joke now. A shelf? Nope. Okay then. I see you bastard.
In the local cave systems, sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Yes, it is. Why do you think I'm here? And we're by the blood kelp already. Lovely stuff. There's a wreck over there. Do I need it now? Probably not. I definitely can't make a sea moth, so definitely not. Eyes peeled, everyone. If you see a sea glide, let me know. I'm swimming in completely the wrong direction. I say completely, I'm only like 20 meters away. Righto. Tools. Repair tool. Repair tool. 多目的リペアツール。あらゆる環境で機能する。素晴らしい。修理するリペアツールを使う。脱出ポッドの二次システムが起動しました。周囲環境の Never mind. Give me messages, give me them quickly. 通信機。空調部隊が現在地に派遣されます。到着は9999時間後です。引き続き他の脱出ポッドの緊急通信機。Take that. Right, now we just got to survive for a bit, which is all well and good. I'm going to go over this way and get some more fragments, if I can find them. Hello, fish. I'm also going to down my rum to improve my memory for this section. He says. I haven't read the floaters in a while, so I might grab one of them as well. I don't know if you can throw floaters at other creatures, but I kind of hope so. Floater. 複数の生物が共生することで構成されているライフサイクルは不明。Can I throw you at a gasopod and make him float away? Where is he? Come back here. This may or may not work. If it works, it will be mildly funny. I was going to say hilarious, but let's be honest. I think it's working. I'm going to need more floaters. How easily distracted I am. Give me the floaters, all of them. Where's he gone? Is it this one? This one. Hello? This one. I'm sorry, sir, I'm about to ruin your day. It looks like it's somewhat working. And there's more floaters there as well. Why is this taking my fancy? Is this revenge? Probably. Is it effective? Probably not. Get floated, bitch. It's definitely working. The thing is, they float in water. Do they float in air? There's only one way to find out. More floaters. This is why you don't drink and study, children. I will do. Where's he gone? Find the one that's floating on the surface. It looks like it's him. He came to the surface to get food for his children. He'll never go back. Oh shit. I kind of deserved that, let's be honest. I believe I have reached my limits. I live in the peace that he can never return. Farewell, good sir. Well, that was anticlimactic. Anyway, back to it. Ooh, look, a wreck. I miss him already. Right, there's almost certainly going to be a sea glide here, but again, the amount of times I've been wrong is alarming. It's like a catchphrase now. New blueprint. No? Oh, excuse me. He's dying. Sea glide, there we go. Perfect. Say it with me, Kanpeki. Righto. Recipe, even though we've done this quite a few times now, recipe for sea glide is battery and copper. Basically, I've already got the lubricant, so that's good. Let's go. Let's go. Some fish. Get back here, you bastard. Is there anything else of benefit I can do other than just waiting for entries? Probably. We've got some gold as well, actually, so what I can do is get some table coral and potentially make a builder. Because if we can make a builder and start making a base that is going to last a sort of about 5 minutes, then we can feel ever so slightly temporarily proud, maybe? Maybe not. What would that feel like? I feel, what do you need for a fabricator? I think it is just the gold and a computer chip, and probably batteries and whatnot. That's all kitty. Let's have a look see, shall we? We cannot make copper wire. We can make a battery. We're going to need more copper. Tools. Builder is Aisenkitto computer chip. And I can make none of these things because I need lots of silver and lots of copper. Let's get going. I know where there's silver. I also know where there's death. That fish is dead, I'm fairly sure. I don't know if these sandstones would have recovered by now, not by the looks. That does not look tasty. Oh dear. Deary, deary me. I can't see shit. Ooh, however, silver, copper, what a lovely cave. Be advised, Keikoku, Chukoku.
Followed by eventual asphyxiation.
And I'm definitely going to die if I do that. I'm blind. Also, that's okay. Where? Don't panic. Mild panic. Panic slightly. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I wanted to be on fire. That's my favorite place to be. That could have gone better. Remember, I never claimed to be a pro. I am going to need more copper though. I ain't going back in there. You can't send me back, Chief. Is this working yet? Sea glide. Let's make sea glide. Then I'll have a torch. And hopefully then I won't die. We'll see. Tools, tools, tools. 展開して使用するツール。はい。Sea glide. And I should have read it, but I didn't. But I will. スクリューを返してトルクを水中の推進力に変換する。I will read that as well. 小型の生物を調理し、エッセンキット。Lovely stuff. I've got a lot of lead that I don't really need at the moment, so I'm going to put that away. And I will probably never see it again, let's be honest. Have I got a medkit? I have 2. Brilliant. Let's try this again. Let's be a bit safer this time, he says, while going straight in. That's not what I want. That's what I want. And we're good. You wouldn't even know I'm terrible at this. I do love me a bit of caving. Ooh, hello. What are you? Kitai. Kitagata norimono keizobe. Love it. Right, so what I can do now, that's going to be the final piece of that. Not that I can make anything with it, but well, let's go home from it. Yes, perfect timing. Let's go home. I'm so speedy. Speedy boy. I'm a dolphin. Oh, I am actually. See, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Answer that. Ichi signalu ya.
This is Lifepod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide.
Konnichiwa, Dashutsu Pod-san.
Also, don't go home without us.
I'll try my best. Gosei shokuhin. Oh no. Gosei shok. We read that one earlier. Shinki. Lokon sareta. Kyou no rennaku o. Genkaku o. Jushin shimashita. Saisei shimasu. Kochira Dashutsu Pod-san desu. 座標をアップロードしています。現状はシーグライドの穴を塞いでいますので、再結集に遅れても心配しないでください。また、私たちを残して脱出しないでください。お願いします。脱出ポッドさん以上です。惑星 4546b の環境調査結果、カテゴリー3の海洋惑星。大気の主成分は窒素と酸素、生物多様性にalmost got me. 危険性レバヤサン級の捕食者が存在する可能性ある。海水から大量の外来バクテリアを検知。この惑星は宇宙連合の範囲外に位置するため、救助は期待できない。防護スーツや広域サポート装置なしでこの惑星を探索することは推奨されない。Whoosh. Job done. Let's go. We've got Never mind, it's night time. I'm brave, I can go. Let's go to this thingy, because that's where we get the compass, and we can actually start learning where we're going. 120メートル。ライトをつける、消す、マップを表示する、消す。And look where we are. データボックスを開ける。コンパス。Love it. Is there anything of use around here? Already have the beacons. There's a beacon. No, it's a sea glide. See, if I just remembered where this was every time, that's a free fragment right there. Basically, yeah, from the very back end in a straight line, what I think is like, well, it doesn't matter what cardinal direction it is. I should know, but I don't. Right, so I suppose we just go back and we wait for the next one. Although I do have some more things to read, and I'm fairly sure last time we played and got this far, I failed on the PDA entry that I've just got. So welcome to the end of the run in probably about 2 minutes. We will try our best. So that one is searched. データバンク。この惑星の植物は未知の多様性に満ちた生態系を育んでいます。さらなる研究が推奨されます。Read that one, that's all good. This is the one that got me last time. アローラ号の生存者、脱出ポット3乗員記録。脱出ポット3乗員記録、不明な乗組員。本当に2人を運べると思う不明な乗組員に一般的なQuantum detonation. Lovely stuff. 不明な I'm not going to read the headers every time. 一般的なシーライドは時速30キロ以上で80キログラムのものを I feel like I'm going to hiccup. But I won't. That's a new word. できる。改造したこのパワーセルなら倍になるはずさ。外にもっと速い何かがいると思ってるの。もちろん。そして脱出ポットから出てすぐにオーバーロードしない限りは大丈夫だね。随分と落ち着いてるのね。工学的問題と考えてるから計算をやめたら怖くなるだろうね。That's a funny dialogue. What is that word? What is that right there? Also, I feel like I must have read this last time. It might have been Norikumiin that got me last time, because I don't remember seeing that word. But yeah, 本当に2人を運べると思う. Do you really think this can carry two of us? 一般的なシーグライドは時速30キロ以上で80キログラムのものを something. I'm assuming pull or carry in some sort of case. 改造したこのパワーセルなら倍になるはずだ。So they've got a improved power cell, so they can carry twice the load. 外にもっと速い何かがいると思ってる? Do you think there's something outside that's faster than us? もちろん。そして脱出ポッドから出てすぐにオーバーロードしない限りは大丈夫ね。だね。脱出ポッドから出て、once we leave the escape pod, すぐに right away オーバーロードしない限りは it'll reach an overdrive limit. It'll be fine as long as it doesn't overload. Gotcha. 随分と落ち着いてるのね. You're quite calm about all this. 工学的問題と考えてるから. It's because I'm thinking of it engineeringly. 工学的. Thinking of it constructively, I suppose. 計算をやめたら怖くなるだろうね. If I stop to think about it, I'll become scared. Or I'll be too scared if I stop and think about it. How interesting. What's that word? Window. Let's have a look, shall we? Feels like ages since we've looked up a word. That's actually pretty good. I've been working like a treat. And this word is going to be... What's it going to be? This one. Kenning. Hauling. I knew it was something like that. Kenning. So that is going on the list, and that makes me happy because I feel like it is infinitely shorter than Chirabaru, or at least the full thing. I'm dying and I'm out of drink. Hauling. Lovely. Let's get that straight on the list. We'll close that window there. We will go to our last unknown word and change that so it actually fits where it needs to. Look at that, beautiful. And we will change our run number, ready for next time, to 48. We had 2 runs off 50 runs, which is mad if you think about it. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, well, we're having fun. Yeah, that was pretty productive, I think. So let's read through that bit again. So we've got 一般的なシーグライドは時速30キロ以上で80キログラムのものを牽引できる。改造. That is 改造. Just for my peace of mind, fairly. Why am I doubting myself? 改造. 改造. Of course it is. What a twat. Apologies to anyone who that word offends, but for us Brits, it's go-to lingo. Yeah, all good stuff. So that's turned out pretty decent, actually. 注意、オローラ号のドライブコアの劣化が続くと、量子爆発が発生する可能性があります。監視を続行します。Lovely. Well, I hope that was fun for everyone. We actually got a decent amount done. Maybe we should just ride off into the sunset. Or, look at the timing on that. Let's see what I'm expecting next time. 一シグナルが PDA にこちらはカフェテリアの味だ。一体何なんだ? I have seen this one actually. Sugini. Where is it? This one here. So, 通信機、録音された救難連絡を再生します。こちらはカフェテリアのおじだ。一体何なんだ? こんなことが起こるなんて聞いてない。音は途中でシモス格納庫に潰されちまったが、今は洞窟の洞窟の何かにぶら下がっている蛇みたいなやつが外角ごと食おうとしてやがるんだ。すぐ助けに来てくれ。Couple of words there. We got time for one more. We do have to. Yeah, why not? I know this one as well because it shows up in Tanmatsu. Fairly sure. I put in the word Tanmatsu. It is the Tan from Tanmatsu. but what does it mean on its own? Hashi. Edge. I should have known that. I did know that. What a weenus. So, 今は洞窟の橋にぶら下がってる。We're hanging off the edge of the cave. 蛇みたいなやつが外角ごと食おうとして。Yeah, that's fine. 外角ごと through the shell 食おうとしてやがるんだ。Trying to eat through the hull. Hashi. I will put Hashi on this list. And we'll call it there, I think. Hashi. Edge. Edge, what else was on there? I'm putting it on the list. You can't see, you just have to trust me. Edge or end. There we go. I told you it's there. Lovely stuff. As I say, I'm going to call it there because that's a good point to finish on. How lovely. How pretty. The fuck is that? Well, all in all, I think that was a decent session. We made a good amount of progress. Learned what we got today. Oop. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new words to go through, so I'll take those away and try to commit them to memory. And then next time, I suppose we can go that little bit further. We'll see. Maybe not. Watch this space. And all in all, よろしいですか？セーブされていない進行状況は失われます。最終セーブからの経過時間42分。はい。And it's gone again. So, another day, another episode. I will see you guys at the next one. Be good, keep studying. Don't do what I do, but laugh at me if you want, I suppose. Yeah, be good everyone. See you in a bit.